Okay, software engineers, let's talk about what's going to happen with your job. Remember when WordPress came out and everyone was like, oh no, this is all front-end developers over. They'll only be WordPress developers from now on. We'll just make all the themes and then there'll be no more themes and then development will be over, and then that didn't happen, and instead it created a whole class of jobs of WordPress developer and a whole bunch of companies that do WordPress development and hosting. Yeah, so that's what happened. Of course, a lot of folks who couldn't even approach building a website could suddenly build a website. But what that did is it created a lot of surface area for maintenance. So if your product manager thinks they can replace you because they can vibe code up like a front end now, they are creating so much surface area for maintenance. Come on. When was the last time generated code didn't need a human to come along and unbreak it? Even if what you're doing is supervising an AI to fix the code or change things, at some point people get tired of managing the website even if it's really easy, and they hire somebody about it. Even people who know how to code, right? The CTO is not the one coding up the website. They hire people for that. Why? Because it takes a lot of attention. Maybe it'll take less attention, but more people will produce more applications, and that creates maintenance surface area. Remember when Ruby came out and they were like, oh no, Ruby is going to completely explode the development industry, and there's all these Ruby developers and they're going to build all these apps, and then we won't need all these other apps, and what's gonna happen? Ruby was the original vibe coding. People would vibe code up an app with Ruby and then it would be slow. And then you had to replace it with something else at great expense, but way later and after you've proven the business value of the thing. And I think that's gonna be the nicest thing about vibe coding, is that your product managers will vibe code something up, prove that it has value, demonstrate to you what it's supposed to look like, and then your job will be to scale it, clean it up, and secure it. Just because they could do it with AI doesn't mean that they want to spend the time. So don't worry. Your job is not going to be taken by AI. It does take fewer people to do all of the things that it used to take a zillion people to do. But we've been through this before as well. In the early 2010s, it took 3 to 5 engineers to build a full-scale, web-scale application. Remember when we said web scale? Now it takes no less than 25 people to build and maintain a web scale application. And that's because we made it more complicated in the name of making it easier. Do you think more people coding, requiring less knowledge for them to get something out the door, is gonna create less work for engineers? Anyway, that's why I'm not worried about it. It's gonna be rough for 2 years, and then the crops will come in.